For this video and this Dynamo script, we'll be looking at importing client room data into our model so that we can start populating our building using already predefined client information. Here I have a spreadsheet which has got a list of headers which match up with the Revit standard parameters. However, I have added an extra parameter for the minimum area here, and my client has completed for me the room numbers, the names, the minimum area, departments, occupancies, and the finishes that will be and should be applied to these rooms. So now I can use this to import this data into Revit to start placing the predefined rooms. I've opened the Dynamo script import room data, which is included in the downloadable content for this lecture, and I'll quickly run through the logic behind this script. So firstly, we select the Excel file, which is the client room data example, which is also available as your downloadable content. It is the spreadsheet we saw earlier. We then import the data from Excel using the data.importExcel node. We remove the headings so that the headings do not get included as part of the room data we want to bring in. If I go to the top here, we extract the room name and the room number. We have to extract and reformat the minimum area because the Dynamo brings the minimum area in as a text file and therefore as a string, so I have to convert it to a number. I then need to remove the name and number from this list in order to reformat the list of parameters. Here I extract the remaining parameter names from Excel and I create multiple lists of the parameter names. After the name and number parameters or information has been extracted, I use the clockwork tool room.unplaced by name and number to create unplaced rooms, and once these rooms have been created, I then assign the additional data to the unplaced rooms. So if I go back to Revit, I'm going to create a new room schedule. I'm going to add the number, the name, the minimum area, the occupancy, and then the base finish, ceiling finish, floor finish, and wall finish. And you can see there are currently no rooms in this schedule or in this model. I then go back into Dynamo and my import room data script. I've moved the window slightly to the right so you can still see the room schedule within Revit. I then simply click on Run, and Dynamo processes the script, and now you can see how the room schedule has been completed with these unplaced rooms. I can prove that they are unplaced by adding in the area field to the room schedule, and you can see that these rooms are not placed. What I can then do is, in my project, I've just modeled a box here with some walls. I can go to the architecture room function, and from the room I can pick now the drop down from all the rooms that have been imported into my model. So I can just click on conference. I can then place this room. If I then select the room, you can see that it has the number, the name, the occupancy, the department, all the finishes, and also the minimum area. So therefore this has now imported all of my client's room data into here. So I can then compare the actual area to the minimum area using the calculated value functions seen in previous lectures. Back in the Dynamo script, you'll see that the element set parameter by name node has been coloured in yellow, and there is a warning note above. All this means is that if I go back to my Excel spreadsheet, there are, under the occupancy parameter, a number of blank fields. So the Dynamo warning is just to say that there are some null values within the data input. So if I can click on the list, you can see here how this is null and this is null for the first 2 rooms. However, the parameter has then been completed for the 3rd room, which is this conference room here. So you don't have to worry too much about the warning in that Dynamo script. So that is the first script, which you can use should you wish to import room data from a spreadsheet. Note that the spreadsheet is formatted exclusively for this Dynamo script, so you must stick to it, or else you have to update the Dynamo script to add and format and extract the additional room information. But this should help you as a start to populate your project with predefined information for rooms.